Hi folks, I'm Russ Amber and I've been coaching boxing since 1979. During that time I've worked thousands of rounds in both the amateur and professional ranks. Over the years I've had the privilege of seeing some of the greatest fighters of the modern era at both the professional and Olympic levels. I've had one world champion and 4 Olympians, not to mention various medals at major international events, including the World Championships. Since 1988 I've worked as an analyst for the CBC on all their boxing coverage. And since 1996, I've also worked on TSN, the sports network, as their exclusive boxing analyst. Since June of 2000, I've been president of Quebec Boxing and have been a board of directors member of the Canadian Amateur Boxing Association. One of my most recognizable fighters that you might know is Otis Grant. Otis won the WBO middleweight title in 1997 and in November of 1998 fought the great Roy Jones Jr. Although we didn't win the fight, seeing the quality and supreme talent of someone like Roy Jones up close gave me an increased appreciation of the fantastic talent that he is. Today we're going to take a look at one of the most important routines of a boxer's training program, and that's working the punch mitts. The advantages of working the punch mitts is, unlike the heavy bag, the coach is able to offer a realistic and moving target for the boxer. This is probably as close as you can get to actual sparring. Another advantage of working the punch mitts, and this is the most important, is that the coach is able to offer instant correction to the boxer. So now let's take a look at some basic boxing punch mitt routines. I want to get Dave to come in here and join us. Dave's 118 pounds, he's 14 years old, and he's number 2 in the nation. And he's going to be able to help us make a few demonstrations for you and showing you how to work the punch mitts. What I want to make sure to stress is that it's not only about what the fighter does, but also how a coach works the mitts as well. And I think that's important because over the years, sometimes I see coaches working the punch mitts and basically they're probably not doing more than just offering a target and sticking their hands up like this and saying, go ahead and hit. Well, that's not what the punch mitts is all about. The punch mitts is you want to try to get as close to actually simulating a fight or sparring as you can. And don't be lax with your boxer either. Make sure that he's throwing the punches properly. Correct him if you have to. Do it again and again. Repeat it again and again because that's the only way you're going to develop the muscle memory you need in order for your boxer to be able to execute the punches that he needs to execute and to be able to execute them properly as well. So don't be lax. You're in there, you're coaching, you're offering the target for him. Make sure that as a coach, you teach him properly. Make sure you correct him. Be diligent about it. Don't be lax. If he makes a mistake, fix it. Don't just let him throw for the sake of throwing. Don't offer a target that's not realistic either. Don't put your hands out here because that's not realistic. Try to be as close as you can to simulating an actual boxer and giving him the targets that he needs to be a sharp, good combination puncher. The first thing we're going to look at is obviously the routines have an offense and defense to them. Again, if you've seen any of the other videos that I've done, you know how much I like to stress the importance of having a good base both on your feet and having good footwork. That to me is the most important thing. If you don't have that, all the other stuff will never be as good as you want it to be. So if I can ask Dave just to take his position, nice boxing stance, just to review it. Of course, as you know, he's got the front foot in front of him, which we definitely need to have. The body is bent forward where it should be. Leg is supporting him up, coming up. Hands are nice and in front of him. He sees the opponent. He knows his range. That's the most important thing. From there, my first routine that I'll usually work with a boxer with is, most important thing outside of his stance is his left jab. For you southpaws, it would be the right jab, so just switch everything around, but everything stays the same. David's right-handed, so we'll be doing it with the left jab. We're going to work on the offense of the left jab and the defense of the left jab, as well as maybe the counter punches. So if I can just ask David to get into his little rhythm, which he wants now. He wants to simulate a fight. So the bell is rung and David's come out and you pop the target up there for him. Offer him the target. Now you put a little pressure on him and move him back and you pop the target again. And you make sure you keep the hands in front of him. And now what I'll do with David is I'll pop a jab out on him and you see he'll throw one back and I wasn't ready. Boom, and there it comes back again. We'll move, I'll put the pressure on David again, I'll pop it and there it is. The jab will come back again. I'll pop it out, there it is. Boom, he's throwing it out. Moving nice. Now you'll notice that when he's doing that, keep moving, he's always dragging that second foot. I'm putting the rhythm on him. I'm trying to keep the pressure on him. He's moving away. Now he'll put the pressure on me. Watch, he'll drag now his second foot. You see? Boom. And then he throws the jab. Boom. Again, pay attention. When he does it, he's not stepping with the jab. There's that millisecond split where he's actually stopped and throwing the jab before he's making the move, which prevents him from getting hit when he's coming in. Boom. There it is. Now he'll move away from me. Boom. And he'll pop it again. And he'll pop it again. There. Now you see, look how far he is from me, and he's still able to land the shots on me. Bang. Good. He'll move. I'll keep the pressure on. Use your hands now, David. Now there's the other thing where sometimes you'll keep your hands in front of you and you'll just pop it out. Again, all from the shoulder. It's not from the elbow. Boom. Now here's the defense against it. Boom. And you pop it out again. There it is again. And again. And again. Now we'll do it in a 4-step routine where I'll throw it. He'll throw. I'll throw right back. He'll throw. I'll throw. He'll throw. I'll throw. He'll throw. Very quick. It's good. It's a good exercise for just reaction time, for just getting those fast twitch muscles nice and sparked and getting the reaction really quickly on the fighter. Because if you have to think about counterpunching, by the time you think about it, your opponent's gone. So we'll try it again. Pretty simple. Not too hard. Hup, 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 hup. So that's pretty good. From there, David will just keep moving around. Again, you're always wanting to keep the boxer on his guard and always have him paying attention and focus that this is the opponent. And you want to treat me like I'm a dangerous opponent. Sometimes when I'm working with David, just out of nowhere, I'll just turn around and just throw punches at him just so he can block the same way that the opponent would throw. And then go back to throwing the jab, pop it out there, boom, pop it out there. So far, David's doing it really well. The jab is coming out nice. Keep your hand a little in front of you. Don't get it out. Make sure that elbow stays down. There it is. Again, he's throwing from the shoulder. Boom. Throwing from the shoulder. Turn around this side. From the shoulder. Again. Boom. There. Feet are nice and wide. Nice rhythm when he moves. So that's pretty much the basic on using the jab when working the punch mitts. You use the defense as a coach. Correct your boxer in what he's doing. Simulate the actual fight that would be happening as if you're the opponent and this is the target. From there, we're going to want to move on to the right hand. Now, initially what I do with the boxers is, when you get to this stage, they pretty much already know how to throw the jab. So if they've got the jab down pat, we'll work a little bit on the right hand. One of the things I like to do with the right hand, again, the base is very important. David's got to turn the body before he lets the right hand go. Boom, right into the mitt, right into the mitt. Now, you see right now, there's something I want to correct David with. Throw it here and hold it here. Now, you see right there, he's kind of facing you guys at the camera, and that's not where he needs to be. That head needs to be here because you want to make sure that the body rotates around the axis, which is his neck and back, right straight down the middle. If your boxer's doing this where he's turning away at the same time he's throwing the punch, that's not good. The shoulders have to turn freely around his body and his chin has to be behind the right hand. So again, coaches, when you're working the punch mitts, don't be afraid to stop your fighter and keep it perfect time and time again, especially when they're young. Don't cheat on it and say, oh, it's okay, he's only turning it a bit. It's not good enough. You got to go for the perfect way right off the bat. And as they get older and develop into the senior boxers and into open class fighters, that's when you're going to see that stuff pay off. So let's go again, David, with the right hand there. Straight. That one was a good one. See, he's getting the hip turned in first. Boom. There's right hand. Boom. Hup. There it is. Hup. There it is. Hup. There it is. Right straight down the middle, and he's firing it nice and proper because he's turning the hip first. Do it slowly. Boom. There. Bring it back. Hup. There. Boom. Now, again, notice something here. As soon as he makes contact, you'll notice that his foot will lock at the same time that he makes contact with my punch mitt. That means he's timing the shot perfectly. The body is rotating perfectly, and he's locking it at the same time. Let's take a look at that again, and again. Everything comes out and goes back together. Again, coaches, be diligent about this. Let's look at it again. Boom. Hup, hup, hup. Very good. So just because I don't want him to get lazy and I always want him to stay focused, remember, throw some shots back at your boxer. That's it. Let him block it. Let him move. Let him use the defense that he knows what to use. We already covered the left jab, so throw a few at him. Let him block it. Boom, boom. Just keep him sharp. Keep him working. And now we know we want the right hand because that's what we're working on now. So we put it up, boom, and we turn it. And we move again and turn it. Good. Move. Now we're putting the right hand into motion. It was stationary before. Now we're putting it into the motion like the left jab. Move. and we turn. Hook, that's it. And we turn, hook, and we turn. Hook. And we don't forget the defense against the right hand. I throw it, boom, there it is. So I'm going to wait with David, and I'm going to throw, hook, boom, and he's going to pick it up. Hook, and he's going to pick it off. Hook, he's going to pick it up, and he's going to fire back his own right hand. So that's pretty much the basics on the right hand working the punishment routine. Okay, coaches, we've seen the right hand, we've seen the jab, and we've seen both of them put into motion. Now what we want to take a look at is the left hook. And you as a coach have to be very diligent again in how to throw this left hook. Anybody can throw it, and you've got to offer a target that's realistic. I'm going to ask Dave to come back in here again. David, we've done the jab, we've done the right hand. Your footwork is good, your upper body movement is fine. Now, the left hook is going to be kind of difficult for me to show you what to do if he doesn't set it up with the previous punches. You're not basically going to get up there and just stick your hand out and just let him throw one shot after the other. I prefer it when you put the shots together. Although there are some fighters who can get away with an explosive lead right hand like Roy, not everybody is like Roy, and it's not something that you're likely to do is to lead a left hook. If you're hitting anybody with a left hook, the guy you're hitting with the left hook shouldn't be in there with you, because it's very rare you're going to get hit with a lead left hook, especially from long range, and especially if you've got a good base and a good foundation. So what we want to do is try to now incorporate the other punches that we've seen so far, which is the jab and right hand, and follow it up with the left hook. Then I'll show you how you can get your boxer to practice throwing the left hook without actually throwing the other punches. So right now what I would want Dave to do is just set it up. Now he's got his base good, his feet are nice and apart, his hands are ready. So he's got the jab, now the right hand will come around, 1, 2, boom, there's a 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now notice how David turns the hook over and lands it with the knuckles of his glove. This is why sometimes, and you know, you might see some coaches saying they don't like their fighters to be wearing the gloves that have no padding on the thumb. I'm not against that. I don't mind it, because what it does is it keeps a boxer very alert and very sharp that he has to make contact with the knuckle portion of the glove. You don't want him developing the habit where he throws the hook and kind of throws it inside with the elbow down a little bit and starts slapping the shot. And when you're wearing the big gloves, you have a tendency to cheat that way. If you're not, you want to make sure you turn it over and land with the knuckle portion of the glove. So let's take a look at that again there, David. We'll put down a 1, 2, boom, and the 3 comes around, boom. Boom. Good. Now we can show it the other way as well. David was throwing it now with the thumb turned this way. Now we can show it with the thumb thrown up. Again, you're hiding the thumb from the opponent and you're landing with the knuckle portion of the glove. So let's take a look at it again. And again. And again. Good. Now back to the jab. And we go back to setting it up again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now with the thumb down. And again, bring it around. Now you see David's, again, I'm going to stop David now because he's making the mistake. He's letting the hand get in front of his body. So make sure you turn around. There it is. There it is. Bring the punch from behind. Sometimes what I like to show the fighters to do is put the hand out there, exaggerate it. Now turn the body. There it is. Turn the body. Boom. And just by snapping the shoulder, you're going to get the power you need, and that'll develop. At first, it might not feel strong. Don't be worried about that. Those muscles will develop and it will get stronger. Coaches, make sure technically they do it right. If they do it right, it will get stronger time and time again. Don't look for the magical power. It has to develop. Again, we'll go back through it. 1, 2, boom, the hook. Boom. Now notice how the first 2 are limited impact. They're just basically designed punches just to be fast, quick, to the point in order to set up the power shot, which is the left hook. Again, David comes off, 1, 2, boom, left hook. Boom, left hook. Now, what I like to do after that, of course, is go back with the body shot. That's a favorite of mine, and it's Dave's favorite punch as well. We use the first 3 to set up the shot and then go down to the body. You want your opponent thinking you're going to the head, and then you want to crack him with a good, strong body shot right into the liver. Do it again, David. Boom. Now, David's making a mistake here because he's dropping that right hand, so I'm going to stop him. I'm not just going to say, yeah, the left hook is good, because that's not your job as a coach. Coaches, remember, the boxer needs you to teach him. He wants you to show him. If he is making a mistake, he's counting on you to give it to him, to give him that advice to fix it. So make sure if he does something wrong, that he does fix it. So David, make sure you keep that right hand where it should be after when you're throwing the one to the body. Boom, there it is. Now do it again. Put it in full speed. Boom, and again. Boom, that's it. Boom, there it is. And he's putting it right down into the body. Boom, there it is. Good. Again, we'll go back to the jab. We'll go back to the jab. I'll throw just to make sure, keeping David awake. I'm just going to want to throw the shots back at him so he can block the shots. And we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, and boom. And we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, and boom. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, boom. There it is. And we'll pop him. That's it. Again, pay attention. Now, you're not just because you're working the left hook doesn't mean that you're not concentrating on the other things as well. You as the coach have to be observant to all this. So when I see David move, I want to make sure that his feet are good. I want to make sure his balance is good. That's it. Here it is. Boom. And there's the left hook to the body. Boom. Good. Now I want to show him about blocking the shot. There. He'll block that one. Boom. He'll block that one. I'll throw a right hand, left hook after him. He'll block it. Hoop, hoop. And he'll block it. Hoop, hoop. Perfect. Just like that. And those are the things you want to look at when you're working on the left hook. The other thing we want to look at is the combinations with those punches. Now the combinations on those punches are limitless. You can do endless number of things with those. And as the fighter develops and he's mastered each punch individually, you can start putting it together. None of this would be able to be put together again, and I repeat this, if the base wasn't good. That is the most important. The base and the stance is the most important with the footwork in order to be able to put those shots together. Once the fighter's mastered the individual punches, it'll be quite easy for him to put together the combination. So, David, take your position. Now, there's David's boxing position. Now, we're going to just simulate that this is the first round going. Go back to your corner, David, and we'll just simulate that. Ding, the bell rings. So David comes out to meet the coach as if he's coming out to meet the opponent. And always, coaches, instill this in your fighters. When they come out as if you're coming out to meet the most dangerous man in the world. Because everybody, all good fighters, forget about the guys that are not good, but all good fighters are dangerous, especially early. So come out with a respect for your opponent and be careful. And that's the way you want him coming out to you, coach, on the mitts as well. So ding, the bell rings, David comes out. Now the hands are high and he's paying attention to what he's doing. Smooth, take his time, move. Don't rush the issue. Put the combinations up and let him throw. Boom. Back to the jab. Bang. Right there. Bang. That's it. Simulate the fight scene. Simulate what's going to happen. Bang. Good. David's moving his head as if the punches are coming at him. Pop. He's popping them out. Boom. Good. Reach for that. See, that would have been my fault as a coach for not having the target there for him. Boom. Pump him up. Boom. Good. Now we'll do a little bit inside. And boom. There's the uppercut. That was the one we didn't work on. And that's the kind of shot you'll throw on the inside. And that's where you can simulate exactly what would happen in a fight where the fighter would come inside and David reacted quickly and threw the uppercut underneath. It's quite easy to throw that shot. Good underneath shot. You're on the inside. Again, I'll offer a little offense back so that David makes sure he stays focused and sharp when he's on the inside. Boom. There's the uppercut underneath. And again, boom. Good. Notice how he's turning the hip underneath. Hoop. And the left hook under. Hoop. And under. And under. Good. And back to the jab. Bang. Again, simulate what's happening. Use your hands, David. That's it. You just hold your hands out there. That's it. So you know. Boom. Good. Good. Use your range now. That's it. Boom. Good. Good. We'll move and we'll put it together. Huh. There's that left hook to the body. Huh. Now the right hand. Let's see that right hand we worked on. Huh. Good. Move. Move. And the right hand. Huh. Good. And the right hand, turn, hoop, and now we'll put the right hand, left hook together. So I'll ask David to move and just slide over right hand, hoop, hoop. Good. And we'll do it again. Hoop, hoop. Good. Hoop. And we'll pop. Keep going. Bang. Now we'll slip the shots. Hoop, right hand, left hook. Slip, right hand, left hook. And we'll do it again. Hoop, hoop, hoop. And we'll slip. Hoop, hoop, hoop. Good. And we'll go back to the jab. That's it. Hoop. That's it. Again, be very careful with what. Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't get complacent. That's right. And 1, 2, 3s. Good. Good speed. And there. Left hook and left hook. Again, you're on the inside now. So offer the inside target punches. Don't be close to your boxer and expect him to throw long range punches. When you get inside, make sure he throws inside punches. Inside punches consist of the body shots, the little left hooks underneath, the right uppercuts underneath, the right uppercuts to the head, the left uppercuts underneath. Those are the shots you want him throwing on the inside. And then you as the coach, offer up that target back on the outside. Boom, boom, offer it up. Boom, let him throw it, let him block, let him block. That's it. Then you go back to the outside. Now you can even offer him up some offense from the outside. Make sure David keeps the hands up and he blocks the shots just like he would an opponent. Bang, bang. And he'll counter. Bang, he'll counter. That's right, he'll counter. Good. Good, that's exactly what he'll counter. Boom. Now we'll do another one, another little combination routine that involves all the punches, which is the double going backwards, which is the double jab, uppercut, left hook, right hand, left hook. That pretty much encompasses all the fighters, and that's a favorite combination of a lot of fighters, especially moving backwards. You set your opponent up, boom, and do it again. Good. Turn the hook over, David. Make sure the hook turns over. And again. Good. And back to the jab. That's it. Now we'll do the slips. Slip the jab, right hand, left hook. We'll slip, right hand, left hook. And again, you're giving me the target. You're using that range of motion that we spoke of. Slip, right hand, left hook. And we'll slip, and we'll slip, that's it. And we'll slip, that's right. And move again. Now we'll slip the right hand and throw a right hand, left hook counter. So again, base is open, the range of motion is there. David will slip the right hand, hook, left hook, right hand. And we'll slip it again. Finish with the left hook. Remember, try to finish with the left hand. Throw it again, hook. That's it, and we'll do it again. Hip. Pop, 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 pop. Again, you see how he loaded up on the right hand. Stop him, correct it, fix it again. Let's do it again. We'll slip, hip. Good, and we'll do it again. Hip. Good, and we'll do it again. Good. Good, let's do it again. We'll go back to slipping the jab this time. Hip. Good, and we'll do it again. Hip. Good, and we'll do it again. Hip. Good, and now we'll slip the right hand. Hip. And again. Hip. And again. Hip. Good. Now we'll go under the left hook. We'll go under it. Hip. Right hand, left hook, right hand, left hook. So I'm going to throw it. Hip. Good, and again. Hip. Good, and this one underneath. Hip. Left hook, right hand, left hook. No, finish with the left hook. So go in there. Hip. Finish with the left hook. Hip. Pop, pop, pop. That's right. There we go. Hip. Good. And again. Hip. Good. And we'll pop them. That's right. Hands in front of you. That's it. And pop. That's right. Good. Move it nice. Again, if you see your boxer's kind of falling asleep, boom. Throw the offense on him. Let him make sure he blocks. Practice the defense. That's what you're there for. You're there to simulate the sparring. You're there to see it up close and right in there. And he's there to be in there because he wants you to offer that to him. Don't just be a target. Don't just stand here. I see so many coaches walking around throwing a jab here and a right hand here. Well, they've just now missed the whole target. So don't do that. Stay with the one target for the straight punches. This one for the straight punches. That's about the size of a head. That's what you need. Offer this one when you throw the left hook up. Make sure it stays close. Don't hold it out here. Make sure it stays close. Try to simulate the size of an opponent's head because that's where you want him to throw it. On the inside. Keep the punches compact. Stay close to him. Keep the gloves close to him because the gloves are the opponent. So you want to simulate that as best as you can. That's it. Good. Don't forget the slipping shots as well. Very important. You're working with him. Slip. Boom. Right hand comes over. Boom. Right hand comes over. Move. Those are surprise shots where you're working with an opponent. He boxing. Slip. Boom. That's right. And it moves. Turn. Now, you see what David did there? Again, he's trying to load up on the power, so he loses it on the technique. Don't let your fighter get away with it. Stop him. Do it again. David, make sure you turn the hip first. You make the move. That's right. Into the glove. Into the glove. Don't come off the glove. Turn. That's it. Turn. That's it. Slip. Good. Slip. Make sure you slip a shot. Good. Slip it. Good. Same with the right hand. Slip. Slip the right hand. Boom. That's right. Boom. 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 Do it again. Slip. Good. Slip. There you go. Slip. Good. Make sure you slip. Get up. Make sure you get outside. Bang. There you go. Bang. That's it. Now you see what he's doing there, and this is perfect. Make sure you do this. Again, if you're doing this with the fighter, take the time to make sure he executes it perfectly. When he slips, watch the way he turns his body, almost as if he's throwing a right hand. He's turned his hips like he should. He's got his weight on the front, and now the left hook will come around very easily. So he turns, hup, hup, and again, hup, hup. Make sure you turn it, David. Hup, hup. There it is. Hup. Good. Same thing on the right hand. If he uses a fadeaway on the right hand, a fadeaway on the right, roll on the right hand. That's it, and come back with your own right hand. Hup, bang. Hup, bang. Hup, bang. Good. You can all do it same to the same hand as well. Hup, bang. Hup, bang. Hup, bang. Roll with it, David. Make sure he times it well as well. If he can't time it with you, he won't be able to time it with the opponent. Turn. Take time. Turn. No, you turn too early now. There it is, and now come back. Home. Now again. Hup, 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 hup. No, David, wait for the shot. Hup, bang, and that should be coming out. Hup, bang. That's it. Hup, pap, little. Hup, pap. Turn, bang. That's it. Hup, bang. That's it. Hup. Good. Hup. Good. And again. Hup. Good. Put it into motion now. Now it's in motion. Hup, bang. Hup, bang. Hup, bang. That's it. And those are some of the routines you can work on with your boxer. Coaches, what we want to look at now is something you've all seen and you've probably all done, and that's the pre-fight routine on the punch mitts. Now, there's no real specific thing that I can tell you that's going to make it better or to please every boxer, because right at this point when you're entering the ring, this is strictly a thing you're going to do now in order to warm up your boxer the best that he can be. You don't want to start with the punch mitt routine on it. He's got to be warmed up through shadow boxing before he gets on the punch mitts. But right now at this point, this is where you as a coach go from being the coach to the psychologist. And now you want to put that confidence in your boxer that he's doing all the right things, and you're just fine-tuning a few things, and you're giving him a nice little routine that that in the plan you've set up going into the fight that he's going to execute in a few moments when he walks out of the dressing room. The things I can tell you are more of the don'ts, what you don't want to do. What you don't want to do is get your boxer on the mitts cold and have him throwing punches when he hasn't warmed up. You certainly don't want to do that. B, you don't want him hitting them with no gloves. Now, sometimes the commission or the amateur boxing, you're not allowed to have the gloves on in a certain area. You have to go to another area. Well, that's fine, do that. But certainly your boxer should have his own bag gloves with him where when he's warming up and after he gets a good sweat on, he can try to practice the things that are going to be used specific for the opponent that he's meeting. So that's what you certainly want to do. Another thing you don't want to do is leave all the power and all the punch in the dressing room before you go out into the ring. Too many times I've seen fighters put on a magnificent display of punch mitt work in the warm-up area. I mean, those mitts are banging, pop, 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 and the coach is flying and he's sweating and the boxer's sweating. And then by the time the bell rings, he's got nothing left because his lactic acid is kicking in and his arms are burning and he's left it all in the punch mitt routine. That's certainly not what you want to do. You want to save that for the gym. But in the pre-fight routine, you certainly want to make sure that your boxer is getting good and warm and he's feeling some kind of an impact in his shots, the same way he's going to feel it when he's in the ring once that fight starts. So I'm going to ask David to come back in here. One of the things that I like to do with the boxers, once they've warmed up and they've got a sweat on, we'll start the punch mitt routine. And basically what we'll do is we'll get David into a position where he's boxing. Now I'll come out and the first thing I'll do is I'll start throwing punches at him. Because what you want to do is you want that body to start feeling, getting used to getting hit, because that's what's going to happen once he gets in there and blocking and moving. And David's all nice and loose now and he's loosening the arms up. And little by little you just start working into a light routine, where he's throwing and you just put that's it, just nice and quick. You walk away from him and you do it again and you boom, and then you put left hook to the body, little shot right there, move, pop, 1-2s, 1, 2, 3, 4s. That's it, just keep him nice and warm, keep him nice and loose. Do it again, that's it, and do it again, 1, 2, 3s again. That's it, move it again and set it up one more time. That's right, and we'll go back to popping, boom, that's it, keep him nice and loose. Keep them nice and loose. Now, during this time, you're also talking to your opponent, talking to your boxer, and reminding him of the things you've worked on leading up to the fight. You want to, get on a few focus points that you've set up with them, whether it be keywords or strategy that you've set up in the fight, and you want to make sure that your opponent's responding. That you're reminding him, this is the time for the coach and the boxer to be together, and this is the final preparation. This is it. Once the bell rings, he's going in there alone, and you want to make sure he goes in there full of confidence with the right things in his mind that you've worked on. So remember, coaches, don't go out there and burn your fighter in the pre-fight routine. Go over the few little techniques, whatever they might be. You're not using full power. Every now and then, because he wants to just let out a little of the frustration, you can explode a good hard shot, and you can explode, boom, and he knows, yeah, you're ready now. You give him the little boost of confidence, and you head on out there. Now go win the fight. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed this look at a punch mitt routine for fighters. And again, coaches, I have to stress to you the importance that you're the coach and the boxer looks to you for the corrections and the advice that he so desperately needs. Don't just be a target for him. Offer him the advice, the corrections, correct his technique, because that's what you're in there for. That's why your arms and elbows are taking the beating, and that's why you're standing in there and holding the pads for so many fighters, from the little kids all the way up. They want to be taught and they want to be corrected, especially the little kids. Even the little kids can do it properly. They just have to be shown. You don't have to be a big guy to be able to do it properly. The little ones can do it properly as well. So don't get complacent with that. Make sure you go out there and instill it in them that there's a correct way of doing it, and enforce it. And as they go along, believe me, as the fighter progresses, there's more and more things that you as the coach have to look at and correct it, from the base to the positioning, to the hand that he's using, to the hand he's not using, to the defense against it, to his focus on the mitts, to the sharpness of his punches. Folks, Title Boxing offers a complete line of punch mitts that are designed with high quality and to meet all your needs, all different sizes and styles that are good for you. And some of you might like the bigger ones or the smaller ones, but they have a complete line. You can check it out at TitleBoxing.com. Thanks for being with us. We hope you enjoyed it.
Title Boxing's got you covered with 16 action-packed videos to get you in the best condition of your life. Boxing and conditioning experts Danny Campbell, Michael Rutherford, Jeff Finnick, and Russ Anber put you through the paces to show you everything you need to know to improve your speed, strength, agility, and stamina. How to wrap hands, hitting the heavy bag, medicine ball, obtaining the edge of speed, interval training, punching at angles, advanced techniques, explosive speed and power, mastering the basics, punch mitt secrets, getting bigger and stronger, dynamic speed and thrust, counter punching, working the corner, defensive skills and drills, body punching, and more. Get only the ones you want, or get maximum impact with the entire series. Get the secrets of over 80 years of combined boxing and physical training experience in one action-packed video series. Where do you get it? Exclusively at TitleBoxing.com. TitleBoxing.com. If we don't have it, you don't need it.